The great fighter.
You think he's a great fighter? But what do you think about the experience to you? I mean, you're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Oh, okay.
So why I think that is I've never seen anyone who was as big as this kid move as well as he does. For you to be that big, like 6'5", 250 pounds at only 20 years old, to move that well on your feet.
Talents are so crazy, especially at this age, okay? It is so, what is he, 20, 21? And you know, he's starting to get compared to Mike Tyson as far as his trajectory.
Mike Tyson had strong praise for Moses Itauma, saying he's not like most of today's fighters. Tyson pointed out that Itauma shows real hunger, focus, and determination, the qualities needed to become a true champion. He explained that lasting success in boxing comes from discipline, consistency, and learning how to handle setbacks. With these traits, Tyson believes Itauma is already standing out in the heavyweight division and has the potential to become one of the sport's future greats.
Listen, this is the thing. It has nothing to do with your losing. It depends on how you lose. You lose spectacularly, hey, they're going to always use you. Depends on how you lose. You can lose and win at the same time.
Yeah, your stock can go up.
Yeah.
Some people be like, "Oh, you undefeated. You don't know. You don't understand." It's like, no, I do understand.
Yes, you do understand.
I came out on top, but I took the risk, and then I had some close ones. But I also remember my last loss and how that made me feel, which made me not want to, lose again. And I just think that, given the climate of the game now with the social, like, you get crucified in boxing if you lose a fight.
Because the people that watch boxing now don't understand boxing. They look at it from a physical perspective.
I agree with that.
They don't understand it at all.
Yeah. Man, Cuss is grooming you and prepping you. And I saw a quote from him that thing almost brought me to tears. He said, at his age, he said, how do you stay alive? What's your motivation? He said, I'm alive because Mike gives me hope to stay alive. I have a reason with Mike here.
Ariel Helwani, one of the most respected voices in combat sports, has praised Moses Itauma for what he's accomplished at just 20 years old. Helwani says Itauma isn't only one of the top heavyweight prospects right now, he may even have a chance to break Mike Tyson's record as the youngest heavyweight champion. This view isn't based on hype, but on Itauma's steady rise, strong performances, and the growing respect he's earned in boxing. With both analysts and veterans backing his potential, it's clear his career is moving from promise to real progress. The fact that some believe he could challenge Tyson's record shows just how highly his talent is valued.
But he's back. He's got his new fight is March the 1st in Bournemouth. So yeah, he's rolling the dice again. He's just had a little boy, so he took some time out.
Okay. When did you start to really feel like this could be a career, that you had a special gift? How soon into that, training journey did you start to realize, like, oh wow, this is what they're saying about me is different?
It's after I spotted Lawrence Okoli, my trainer at the time. He messaged me saying that what you've done today was crazy, unbelievable. If you stick at it, you can be one of the greatest boxers to live, heavyweight, sorry. And then I was like, okay, I'm not bad, but at this point, I'm a two-time European gold medalist, two-time national champion. But I still didn't think I was like,
What sets Moses Itauma apart isn't just his young age, it's how he moves in the ring. Analysts point out that while most heavyweights are known for raw power and size, Itauma brings something different: speed and agility. At just 20 years old, he already shows the kind of sharp footwork usually seen in smaller fighters. He slips punches, cuts angles, and sets up counters that keep opponents off balance. This rare mix of size and athletic ability has experts convinced he's not only a powerful puncher but also a complete fighter with the tools to challenge even the most seasoned heavyweights.
So why I think that is I've never seen anyone who was as big as this kid move as well as he does. For you to be that big, like 6'5", 250 pounds at only 20 years old, to move that well on your feet, to have that level of speed and power, when have we ever seen that before in the history of boxing? Ever. In the last 30 years even. You look at Lennox Lewis, he didn't fucking move like that for the weight. No way. As good as he was, he didn't move like that. AJ, hell of an athlete, he didn't move like that. Tyson Fury was a good mover for a big bloke. He doesn't move like that. He hasn't got that explosive speed. We're witnessing something so fucking special here. This is the most exciting combat sports athlete, any sport, MMA, boxing, whatever you want to talk about in the world. And he's 20 years old. It's unbelievable. And I get that a lot of people have doubted him because it's hard to believe that guys who you've respected for the last 15 years can get in a boxing ring against a 20-year-old kid and get the shit beaten out of them. And that emotional connection will make you want to, oh, maybe this will happen. Oh, Dillian he's training hard. He looks in shape. No. It doesn't matter what version of Dillian Whyte shows up. Dillian Whyte could go back through his entire fucking career and pick any version of himself out. You're getting smoked by Moses Itauma because the level difference, it's fucking huge. That's why I only gave him 2 rounds. And I respect Dillian Whyte. I think he is a tough guy. He has had a good career. But just look at the way Dillian Whyte moves, man. And look at the way Moses Itauma moves. This was a really easy one to predict, actually. People are comparing him to Mike Tyson. It's a hell of a compliment.
After Moses Itauma's knockout win over Dillian Whyte, Showbiz the Adult compared the moment to when a young Mike Tyson shocked the world by stopping Michael Spinks in under 2 minutes. Many questioned if Itauma was ready for such a challenge, but his performance left no doubt. He showed power, control, and a ruthless edge that brought back memories of Tyson's early rise. This victory wasn't just another win, it was a defining moment that made the boxing world pay serious attention to Itauma's future.
Experience bout and stuff like that. And, we never see Moses in this situation, something like that. And I responded by saying, this is going to be Mike Tyson Spinks. Remember that?
Moses will get hit so hard the first. He going to be gun shy for the rest of the fight, like Ryan versus Rolly. It's different level. He ain't been tested. That's what he said about. I remember those exact words when Iron Mike Tyson fought Michael Spinks. They said Mike Tyson never been in a ring with somebody of the caliber of Spinks. I'll never forget. So let's see.
And damn it, how identical this shit is just mind-blowing. Check this out.
Dillian Whyte looks a little big-eyed for me. He looks a little nervous for me, man. You gotta make 5 rounds. You looking down and shit. He looked like Michael Spinks, man.
When comparisons to Mike Tyson first surfaced, they were both flattering and challenging for Moses Itauma. Tyson is one of the greatest heavyweights ever, known for his power and dominance at a young age. But Itauma has made it clear, he doesn't want to be seen as the next Tyson. He wants to create his own path and legacy. Like Anthony Joshua and other modern champions who carved out their own identities, Itauma shows maturity far beyond his 20 years. He understands that real greatness comes from building your own name, not living in someone else's shadow. His focus on being remembered as Moses Itauma highlights the mindset of a fighter prepared for lasting success.
A good thing though, when people are talking about you and people are, talking about you being maybe the next youngest world heavyweight champion after Mike Tyson, trying to break that record. You're 19 years of age now, talking about your last performance, Marius Wack. Big guy, strong guy, been in there, seen it, done it, boxed everyone, was expected to give you rounds. You went in there and took him apart in 2, right? So them expectations are obviously going to be talked about. People are obviously going to do that and compare you with the likes of Mike Tyson, and that is a good thing. And I think the champions feed off that sort of stuff, and that's what you do. You don't let the pressure get you, but you deliver in your performances.
Yeah, like do you know what? I've kind of put myself with kind of making the comparison with me and Mike Tyson with completely different styles or whatnot, but I never really wanted to compare to no one. I kind of want to set my own path, like I said multiple times. Obviously Joshua, Fury, Usyk, Tyson, all them they've set their own path, so I want to set my own.
I think it's the age thing, isn't it? With the Mike Tyson thing, where he become the youngest world heavyweight champion, 20 years of age and X amount of months, whatever that was. You're 19. You put yourself in a position now that Frank Warren was on here talking about you boxing Fabio Wardley, Fraser Clark. He said tomorrow, now. That's the sort of level he sees you. Of course,
if you look at my last fight, obviously that's where they all get their confidence.
That moves like a light heavyweight. Certainly doesn't move like a lightweight, but a light heavyweight. He just darts in and out so quickly, like. Nothing about him physically looks 240 pounds. Bear in mind, that's the same weight as Daniel Dubois. It's the same height. It's only 10 pounds less than AJ. It's the same height as Dillian Whyte. Same weight as Dillian Whyte. But you look at his frame, he doesn't look that heavy. It's almost like he's very, I don't know, maybe a lot of that weight's in his legs, but he seems to move and glide around the ring so freely. So yeah, look, I'm very excited about him. I thought that if I watched it again, because obviously I made the video yesterday immediately after watching the fight, So I was very high. And I thought, okay, let me watch it again and maybe calm down a little bit. If anything, I've got higher. If anything, I've gone higher. I think he's incredible. I was at the airport with Lee Wood. And Lee Wood, obviously trained by Ben Davison. Lee Wood sees him train all the time. And he was like, dude, I'm not surprised. Like, I see this guy train all the time. I see what he does. I see who he spars. And sometimes you got to listen to those people. Again, we're not privy to any of that. All we see is a couple of rounds or 2 minutes on fight night. We don't see anything else, where people like Lee see it week in, week out. So look, I think he's incredible. Let's not waste no time. I've already wasted 5 minutes or so. Let's talk about potential opponents, and this doesn't include, again, the top 3 guys. So this doesn't include Alexander Usyk. I'll tell you who it doesn't include. It doesn't include Alexander